Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for round 1 of the 2024 Nations Cup exhibition season taking place at Suzuka circuit with any Group 4 car. For this video, I'll be in the McLaren 650S. We'll be using the racing hard tires. Brake balance is adjustable and we have it set to +2 or 2 clicks to the rear. Now, when you're going through the final chicane, you want to go down to first gear for a bit more rotation and then gradually make your way up to third gear. So by the time you're exiting the chicane, you should be on third gear. And ideally, especially when you're starting your qualifier lap, you actually want to be on the left side of the track, so kind of where the ghost is. That way you can build up a little more speed. Now for turn number 1, you're going to brake and turn in just before you reach the path that is on the left, so just before the 50-meter board. You're going to do a lot of trail braking, so you're going to be braking as you're turning in, controlling your braking power as you make your way through the first 2 turns. You're going to make your way down to third gear, just slowly easing off the brakes as you go through turn number 2, and just carefully get back on the throttle. For the S's, you can use a little bit of your braking power to adjust your approach, try to get a nice smooth entry in and out of these first 2 turns, doing a bit of throttle control to let the car turn in a bit more. Same thing goes for this left turn right here, a little bit of throttle control, let the car turn in a bit more. And right here, this is where you want to start to use the brakes and turn it at the same time. So braking just before the curb on the right starts. Go down to third gear, try to hug the right side of the track, and again just being careful with your throttle input and bring yourself towards the right. Now you're going to turn in almost right away, so this is right as the new sector starts, going up to fourth gear and just being careful with your throttle input. You do want to be pretty confident through here, but not overly confident because you want to make use of the entire width of the track, but you don't want to clip the grass. Bring yourself towards the left, brake before the 50-meter board. So this is going to be around the 60-65 meter mark. Braking and making your way down to fourth gear. Be careful about clipping this curb as that can bounce the car around in a nasty way. Brake before the curb on the left ends. You can go down to second gear for more rotation and then exit on third gear. So just quickly easing off the brakes, let the car turn in a bit more. Once you hit the apex, go up to third gear and get back on the throttle as soon as you can. Bring yourself towards the right. You're going to brake right as the curb on the right ends, and you can use the signs on the right as your turning point. So go down to first gear, turn in, ease off of the brakes, let the car coast for a moment so the car turns in a bit more. Go up to second gear and gradually get back on the throttle, just trying to get a fast exit while maintaining control of your car. And you want to try to straighten the car as soon as you can, exiting the hairpin so you can be back on full throttle. Now bring yourself towards the right because you're braking before you pass the path that is on the right, so full braking power and make your way down to fourth gear. You might see some people trying to go down to third gear. At least for me, fourth gear works just a little better for me. Just nice and careful getting back on the throttle, making use of the entire width of the track. Then brake and turn in before the curb on the right ends. Here you can go down to third gear and you want to try to get as close as you can to the curb on the left, get back on the throttle as soon as you can. So just trying to get the car pointed towards the curbs and then get back on the throttle to try to get a fast exit. Now bring yourself towards the right. You're going to look for the 50-meter board as that is your turning point. So what you want to do is turn in when you reach the 50-meter board, lift off our throttle, and use just a little bit of your braking power because it is possible to go wide through this turn. So you want to slow yourself down just enough to maintain the momentum but stay within the track. Now you're going to brake before the 100-meter board. So I'm going to say this is around the 110, 115 meter mark, and make your way all the way down to first gear for more rotation and gradually make your way up to third gear. So second gear right here, third gear as you exit the final chicane, just being nice and careful on your throttle input so the car doesn't step out. And if you have a good qualifying time coming in, then stay towards the right side of the track. We'll go through this again, but this time I will not stop the video. Alright, so here we are getting ready to start the new lap, and bring yourself towards the left as you get ready for turn number 1. shifting when the shift bar reaches the gear number on the bottom of the screen. Your first braking point is just before you pass a path that is on the left, doing a lot of trail braking for turns number 1 and 2, going all the way down to third gear. Just trying to maintain as much momentum as possible. For the S's, you can use just a little bit of your braking power to adjust your approach into these turns, but for the most part you're going to use your throttle control. Except for this right turn, this is where you want to use a little bit more of your braking power. Stay towards the right, a little bit of throttle control for this left turn coming up. Just trying to maintain as much momentum as possible, make use of the entire width of the track. So you do have to be a little brave over here to try to reduce your lap times. Brake before the 50-meter board. Be careful with this curb right here on Degner 1, as that can unsettle the car. Degner 2, go down to second gear, back up to third gear. So you're trying to get a fast, quick turn accomplished. Bring yourself towards the right, brake when the curb on the right ends, go down to first gear for more rotation. Back up to second gear as you exit the hairpin, being really careful with your throttle input so the car doesn't step out too much. And over here I tend to hang out towards the right side of the track, so I don't like bringing myself towards the middle or the left. Brake before you pass the path on the right, go down to fourth gear, nice and careful getting back on the throttle. Brake before the curb on the right ends, go down to third gear, and then just trying to straight line it out of the spoon curves. And you can see that if you do it just right, you can get a slightly faster exit, as you see me just slowly inching a bit more ahead of my Ghost, which is offset by 0.2 of a second. 50-meter board is your turning point. Use a little bit of your braking power so you don't go wide off the track. Brake before the 100-meter board, go down to first gear for more rotation. Gradually make your way up to third gear, being careful with your throttle input so the car stays under control. And especially for the qualifier lap, if you have a good lap time coming in, bring yourself towards the right. And that's going to be it for this lap guide. Hopefully this lap guide helps you out in getting ready for this race. And if you like this video, you can press the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So this is Mr. MCA. Good luck with your race, and I'll see you in the next video.